Right, guys, I am back. This is day 10 of the 12 days of anime. We're almost done, and today, day 10, the day I've been waiting for, because today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite animes of this year, no doubt, and that is 91 Days. 91 Days, my goodness, was it amazing. It was a great anime. 91 Days took like the epicness that is Black Lagoon, mixed it in with a little bit of the anime from I think last year, Gangster, and then you throw in like a little bit of The Godfather, and that's what you get 91 Days. And it was a melting pot of just epicness and amazingness, and it was just so good. When I first saw 91 Days was coming out, I just got off of watching Gangster, like I think last year, and I was like, okay, I'm in that mood for that kind of gangster mob family type of anime. I was like, okay, it works, because Gangster was good. I think it lost itself somewhere down the line, but Gangster was an enjoyable anime. So I'm thinking, okay, 91 Days will be very gangster-ish, but I was not expecting what I got. 91 Days is, there's so much story, and there's so much character, and there's so much. It's one of those animes that when you watch it, you have to watch every episode, and you have to watch for the very small details, because if you don't, you'll miss something that happens later on, because everything kind of flows together and everything picks back up where something left off, and that's what made it great. The main character of, I think it's a video, I think I'm saying it correct. You go back to where his parents were first killed in the very first episode when he was younger, and then that just made him a hardened for revenge, and he was seeking that revenge on the Vanetti family, which fast forwards, and now he's working with his friend. They make moonshine, as we call it here. In the South we call it moonshine. Making moonshine, and it was so good that they were able to sell it. But that was also their way into getting into the mob community, kind of mob family. And once he got in, the thing about a video was that not only was he seeking revenge, but he was so good at being a mobster that you could never tell the difference. Like, just as much as he wanted revenge, he wanted that power just as much. He wanted that power, he wanted that control, and he was, for lack of a better word, a great killer. And he was great at playing both sides of the fence, great at having two faces almost. One face, he wanted revenge. The other face, he loved being in that mob family, loved being there, getting them respect, and he loved being able to turn people against each other, which was also great. 91, there's so many great moments from 91 Days that I can't pick one. There's the moment where he got Nero, however you want to say it, to kill his brother. That was a great moment, because at that point it had gotten to where the family was breaking apart, and a lot of them didn't trust the video. They knew something was up with him, but they couldn't put their finger on it. And once he got the trust of Nero, there was really no way of him to get around that, because Nero was second in command. So it was like what he said went. And so when he got Nero to kill his brother, that was a great moment, because that was really a turn in the story, because then that moved him up, a video up to like Nero's second hand man, or right hand man. There's a moment where a video ended up killing his friend. The moment where they had been on the, this was toward the end, where they had been on the run for a while, and he finally got caught. He realized that his friend had snitched him out, and it was at that point that it was the point of return. So it was either he didn't kill him, and they found out that Avilio also was a snitch and also was just there for revenge, or he killed his best friend. And that moment to me reminded me a lot of Sons of Anarchy. I'm a huge Sons of Anarchy fan, and the moment when Jax had to kill Gemma, my goodness, it was. I mean, because it had to be done. As far as that street code goes, she killed his wife. It had to be done, but it's a son killing a mother, and that's a unbreakable bond that shouldn't be taken by murder. And then with 91 Days, the same thing, because not only were Avilio and his friend, not only were they friends, but they were like brothers. Because if you watch the anime, they so looking together, they lived together, they he had Avilio and Avilio had him, and that was what their bond was, and it was, like I said, like a brother relationship. And when it came down to it, it was like he knew what had to be done, his friend knew what had to be done, and his friend was willing to accept that this is it, and you have to kill me, and he killed him. And it was a heartbreaking moment to watch, because it was heartbreaking because the friend accepted it, but it was heartbreaking because he knew he had to do it, and he did it, and it was hard to watch. My third top moment has to be my man Fango. Fango was, my goodness, he was a psycho. He was crazy. He had no, like, he didn't care about anybody but himself, and he enjoyed it. Like, he enjoyed punching people, and he enjoyed just like the more he was able to punish you, the more enjoyment he got out of it, and he reveled in it. He loved it. And the moment when he got the restaurant from the other mob boss he killed, and he's cooking and he's doing all this cooking and everything, people's like, oh yeah, food's really good, what is it? And then they realized they were eating people, and my goodness, it was amazing, because he knew, and as the audience, we kind of knew that he was feeding them people, but you weren't totally sure. And their eyes, when they realized they were eating people, it was almost like he's really psycho, and he just enjoyed it so much. He was describing it in detail, and he was soaking in all the glory that was punishing these people, and it was brilliant. And then the way he died also was a video, because a video's friend killed him, and it was brutal. It was so brutal. It was, again, another Sons of Anarchy reference. It was almost as brutal as when Gemma killed Tara. It was equally as brutal. And sorry, I heard something, guys. It was equally as brutal, and out of 91 Days, just for as much violence as there is in that show, there's also a lot of story. There's also a deeper message, and that message is the power of revenge can overtake you, and if you let that power and you let the revenge pull you in, you'll do things you thought you'd never do. And that goes with Avilio killing his friend, Nero killing his brother. Just don't revel in revenge, and don't let it overtake your life. There's just some things you cannot control, and some things that happen, you just have no power to fix. And I think the video realized that toward the end, was that he had done all this for revenge, and it still really got him nowhere. Sure, he had a little power in the mob, but that was it. And he was on the run. He was a wanted man. Like, he done all this, and it was for what? It was really for nothing. Because him and Nero had become like brothers, and he still wanted to kill him. And in fact, I'm pretty sure in the end he does kill him. But it's just one of those things where nobody wins. It's a lose-lose situation no matter which way it goes. But yeah, 91 Days is brilliant, and in my opinion, it's a 10 out of 10 anime. It's amazing, and it's great storytelling, great characters. It is a bit violent. So if you don't like that much violence, I wouldn't recommend it. But as far as storytelling goes, it's one of the best I've seen in a long time. So yeah, I definitely recommend 91 Days for anybody who wants a good as I like to put it, it's like watching The Godfather in anime version, in anime form, and that's exactly what it is, and it's great. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on 91 Days. I loved it. It's a great anime, one of my top for sure. So yeah, this is day 10. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as I say, maho.